Hi, I'm Iqbal, and today's video lesson is about using should and must. We use should and must a lot, so let's find out more. Here's my cousin Hannah. Her English exam is next week. What advice did her teacher give her? Hannah should revise for her exam. Look carefully and let's answer the questions together. Is it a good idea for Hannah to study for the exam? Yes. Is it an obligation for Hannah to study for the exam? No. So, do you know what we use should for? We use should to describe the best or correct action you need to do. Should is used to give advice to someone. Should is a modal verb. Let's come back to my cousin Hannah. Hannah is at her school to do the exam. She's about to start the exam. On the exam paper, there's an instruction. You must write your name on the answer sheet. Look carefully and let's focus on the instruction. Is it necessary for Hannah to write her name? Yes. Does she have a choice? No. Is it a rule? Yes. So, do you know what we use must for? We use must for something that is an obligation and it is important to be done. Must is used in instructions and rules. Must is a modal verb. Let's move on. What is the affirmative form for should? Let's take a look at the example from before. Hannah should revise for her exam. In this example, we start the sentence with the subject Hannah, followed by the modal verb should. After that is the base form of the verb, which is revise. This is how should is used in sentences. Let's look at an example. Notice the stress. I should do more exercise. Let's repeat the sentence together. Remember to put the stress on should. I should do more exercise. What about the affirmative form for must? How do we form it? Let's look at our earlier example. You must write your name on the answer sheet. In this sentence, the subject pronoun you goes first, followed by must. After that is the base form of the verb write. This is how must is formed. Let's look at an example. Notice the stress. Dan must complete the driving license form. Let's repeat the sentence together. Remember to put the stress on must. Dan must complete the driving license form. What about the negative form of should? How is it made? Let's look at an example. Mary shouldn't watch a lot of TV. To use the negative form, you use the subject plus shouldn't and the base form. Let's repeat the sentence together. Mary shouldn't watch a lot of TV. What about the negative form of must? How is it made? Let's take a look. To use the negative form, you use the subject plus mustn't and the base form. Let's look at an example. Mary mustn't use her phone in the exam. Let's repeat the sentence together. Mary mustn't use her phone in the exam. Great job. Well done. What about the question form of should? Let's look at the example. Should Mary read her notes before the exam? Yes, she should. To create the question form, you bring should before the subject plus the base form. What about the question form of must? Let's look at an example. Must I buy a parking ticket? Yes, you must. To create the question form, you bring must before the subject plus the base form. Now you can use should and must. Today we learn when we use should and must, using the affirmative and negative forms with should and must, and using the question forms with should and must. Thank you for watching. See you later. Bye.